Welcome in and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be touching on what we can learn from introverts. At one point in my life, I considered myself an introvert because I'm very quiet, consider myself reserved, and after being around people, I feel the need to retreat by myself and recharge. So therefore, I considered myself to be an introvert, only to learn later on in life that I'm actually an ambivert, which is a social introvert. And I say that because I do enjoy being with small groups of people and sometimes large groups of people too, but I also enjoy my solitude. So I enjoy the best of both worlds. Things we can learn from introverts. I love introverts. I love myself. And I love people who are like me, of course. I love ambiverts and extroverts as well. But the introvert has something special. We have something special about our personality because we don't feel the need to be included. And that is the lesson that we all can learn from the introvert. So whether you consider yourself an introvert or not, these qualities that an introvert has can still benefit you and your self-care and on your journey to having a more luxurious life. These are things like seeking solitude. We all need solitude. The introvert is an expert at being solo dolo. Okay, it's something that we've mastered. And I'm going to speak in terms of the fact that I am an introvert because by being an ambivert, I actually have characteristics of both. So introverts, we enjoy our solitude. We like being alone. We like working alone. I mentioned in another segment that I left the public sector. I left the public sector because I find that I am much more content and I do my best work and I'm more creative when I am alone in solitude. Why? Because I don't enjoy the small talk and the extra drama that comes along with working in small or big groups. Also, the introvert is hard to get to know. I speak about being selectively social and keeping your business to yourself. So the introvert has mastered that. You gotta make it be hard to get to know you. You don't want to be an open book. I know some people pride themselves on being an open book, and I just find that so scary. I find it so scary. To each his own. But to protect yourself, I would say that being hard to get to know or selectively social with who gets to know you on certain levels, it's a protective mechanism. It protects you. It protects you from sabotage and it protects you. It ensures your safety. Put it like that. Introverts are very self-aware. We're very self-aware. We often don't seek validation from others because we are so self-aware. We can think something and we're going to ride with it all the way because it's what we think about ourselves and what we think about the situation. And it really doesn't matter what anyone on the outside thinks often. When you're dealing with an introvert, being very self-aware, we know what's going on, even though we might not share it with you. We know exactly what's going on. And because we don't seek the validation often of others, it seems to be that we can be snobby. But it's not snobbishness, if that's a word. It's not being snobbish. It's just being assured, self-assured. So when you're self-assured, you don't have to go around seeking for answers or validations from other people. Also, introverts learn by watching. We like to observe. We like to sit back and observe and maybe chime in every now and then. But for the most part, we're watching and we're taking everything in. We're very aware of our surroundings, and it's very hard to get one over on us. Introverts are drawn to jobs that involve independence. Okay, again, here I am, working independently. As an introvert, it really bothered me to have someone looking over my shoulder all the time and critiquing me when I know that this is nothing but greatness. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I mean, come on now. If I'm being given a job and I feel like I know my stuff, I just feel like there's no need to be micromanaged. And I don't believe, and this is just my opinion, I don't believe that the introvert will be happy, truly happy, until they are on their own and working independently. And that's just me. That's just what I think. Because all of the opinions, the distractions around you, that really gets to the introvert, and it really bothers us deep down. So I don't believe that we're truly content until we're by ourselves. That's when our creative juices start to flow. We're happy and we feel motivated. And then we can go out into the world and share what we know. We can share what we've created. And that kind of ties into a good thing, how it's a good thing to learn this aspect of life from introverts, because it is good to keep things to yourself until you're ready to share them with the world. Everything just shouldn't be out there. Okay, it's good to hold some things dear to you, dear to your heart, and then when you are ready, and if you are ready, share it out. It's sort of like, it's the same as, not sort of, it's the same as not making announcements, just taking action, being about it, as opposed to making all types of announcements and then no follow through. Introverts hold it to themselves and then they follow through. They take action. They have motion. So as I said early on, introverts are not shy. They're picky. We are very picky with who we share ourselves with and who we share our information with. Just really picky. Introverts talk a lot, actually. We talk a lot to the people that we trust. We don't shut up. We're constantly talking to the people that we trust, heavily on the people that we trust. Introverts selectively share with people like colleagues, neighbors, and people that they just meet. That is one thing that I believe an extrovert can learn and benefit from an introvert. Because again, this is not the world, not the society that you just want to let it all hang out in. We need to protect ourselves. Also, stop telling everyone what's bothering you and talk to God first. Introverts, we do that. Well, I can say that I do it as an introvert. I don't know what everybody's beliefs are. But an introvert that believes in God, when they are alone, they do a lot of praying and talking to God first. before sharing. And that is one thing that is another thing that we can learn from the introvert. Also, do not overshare. Be still in this season. It's 2025. I'm just getting all types of downloads that we need to all be still in this season. Even as far as selectively posting. Quality over quantity. That's an introvert's everything. Quality people, quality things, quality experiences is what they seek out over quantity. We don't need the most. We don't need a whole lot of people around us. We don't need a whole lot of things around us. We don't need a whole lot of noise. But the noise and people and things that we do desire can be small in numbers and matter so much because it's quality over quantity. Also, being social on social media. That's me all the way. I feel like I'm hard to get at in real life. But when I'm on social media, I'm social. I'm commenting, I'm reading, I'm interacting. That's what it's for. It's not stock media. Some people use it as stock media. They act as if they are some celebrity that just can't be reached, can't be talked to, and that's on them. But social media is for being social. You're connected on there with people that you know for a reason. Why not socialize with them? That's something that can be learned from the introvert. A lot of introverts get on social media and they're social. But in real life, they're kind of hard to be around because they're not everywhere. It's not that we're stuck up, but we're just not everywhere. If you want to connect with us, get on social media. Also, we have standards. Introverts have standards. I'm not saying that extroverts don't have standards, but I'm saying a person who is picky about who they share with and who they spend their time with, that's considered having a standard. Like I said, quality over quantity. Some people might say, why are you so quiet? Why you don't never talk? Why you not here? Why you don't, why? Let them ask why. Because standards only scare off people who aren't meant for you. So anyone who is bothered by your standards as an introvert or as someone who picks up introvert tendencies, if those standards that you hold bother them, they're probably not your people. Because as introverts, when you do come around your people or you are seen and you are out there, that's the time for people to appreciate you because you're not everywhere. You're selectively social. And again, these are personality traits. There's no right and no wrong. But as an introvert, I've heard so much down talk about introverts all my life. And so I can honestly say that coming from an introverted person like myself, there's a lot to be appreciated about us. We've got it going on. And you can learn a thing or two from the introvert. Y'all be safe. For more information, to purchase my book, to connect with me in my community, or to schedule a consult, visit www.kaluxcoaching.com.